So the essential functions of a leadership team as a fractal of the organization is one, to architect, grow, and maintain the org. That's their IQ, that's their mission, they gotta go do that, that's their skill set. But from an EQ perspective, they actually need to model healthy teamwork. I would go as far to say is that it's pretty impossible to create a positive working culture inside your organization if you don't have a positive working culture inside the leadership team, because they are modeling what is expected of people inside that system. This is complicated by the fact that complex work needs variety. We need a variety of skills, as I mentioned before, but we also need a variety of perspectives, and variety of perspectives is by definition disruptive. If someone has a different perspective on the world than I do, I probably disagree with that person about something. I probably don't get along with that person on some level, or they make me uncomfortable at least, right? It's sort of like, so homogenous teams are easy to manage, but they tend not to be as creative and they tend not to be as representative. We actually need to have some variety on teams, and this means often, not always, it means a level of diversity. If we have women in our organization, we better sure as hell have women on our leadership team. If we have people of color in our organization, we should have people of color on the leadership team. Or likely we're going to be missing some essential perspective about their needs on the team. And likewise, we need to become a learning organization and actually just get better at our jobs over time. We need to learn over time. This is by way of saying what we need is cognitive diversity. And so all of the literature about teamwork right now, going back 20, 30 years, will tell us that the most creative teams have a degree of cognitive diversity. They have on it people who see the world in fundamentally different ways. Unfortunately, or fortunately, as we'll see, what this really means is that we have cognitive friction. We actually create difficulty on the team because we have cognitive diversity, because we have people who look at the world in different ways. It's easy to see, like, if I have a diverse group of people, I have idea A from one group, I have idea B from another group, and those two ideas can compete with each other, and maybe idea is better, and therefore, so competition is good, idea competition is great, is really nice to have in organizations, but it goes beyond that. Because idea B doesn't even have to be a good idea in order to generate a better idea. As a matter of fact, idea A, simply grappling with maybe bad idea B, will together, through that friction, generate idea C, D, E, and F, right? That we need this friction, and the friction is actually a feature of the organization. It is not a bug. We think of it as something we need to get through, but it's actually something we need to embrace at certain times, and then we need to get beyond so we can get down. Because if you get stuck in cognitive friction, you're not getting anything done. You have to get beyond it, but we have to embrace cognitive friction.